Let's do the CYA letters and then take a break here. Hey. All right, here's a break that the seller would sign. I mean, the break. Here's the CYA letter that I would have for the seller to sign. I've been made aware that my loan on the property at 123 Main Street contains a due on sale clause, which means the lender has the right to call the entire loan due upon transfer of title. I understand the loan will stay in my name until it's paid off or assumed by a future buyer. I'm aware that the above buyer has no intentions of assuming said loan and that no promises have been made to me that the loan will be assumed or paid off. I agree to hold harmless buyer or assign shown on the attached agreement or any future buyer in the event the loan is called due or goes in default for any reason. Is that kind of telling it like it is? Yeah. Now, if there's payments behind, you might go on to say, in this case there is one, isn't there? The buyer has agreed to make up the back payments only upon resale of the property. No promises have been made to do so prior to that time. If buyer is unable to resell the property, I understand the payments may not be brought current and the property may go into foreclosure, in which case the buyer will be held harmless. Now, what else do I need to tell Chet? I mean, by the way, does this mean that Chet couldn't sue me for something if he wanted to, if things went wrong? He could sue me anytime he wants, can't he? But with this in my possession, he's going to have a hard time claiming foul. Now, how do you think I learned this? Sellers have a very short memory once you've solved their problem. Or they think you have. Okay? They forgot what was said. I just want to reinforce what was said. Okay? Let's carry it further. I'm selling to Lou now. I have been made aware that the loan on the property I'm purchasing contains a due on sale clause, which means the lender may call the loan due upon transfer of the property to me. I agree if this should happen, it would be my responsibility to either assume the loan or pay it off. If I'm unable to do either or make other arrangements with the lender, I may lose the house to foreclosure. Can I get any clearer than that? You got it, Lou? Okay. If this should happen, I will hold the seller harmless for any loss which may occur. So am I keeping it a secret from Lou that this could happen? See, Lou has to want the house bad enough to risk the bank giving him a problem. If he doesn't, you won't buy. If he does, he will. And will you lose some that don't want to risk it? Yes. So what? You got a bunch of them to pick from. Okay? The more money they have to come to closing with now, the more trouble you're going to have with them wanting to risk it.
Ron, should these letters be notarized to make them...
Oh, wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt. Did we finish with example 2? Nope, we hadn't even started on that one. Example 2 we finished with. Okay. A while ago, let's see, we had this deal here where we just took over this deed from this property and we just took over the loan. There's some things that I need to point out to you. Number 1, if you tell the seller that you will make the payments when and if you get a buyer, and then you get that buyer and you take that buyer's money and you take off and you don't make those payments, that's fraud. You will probably get what you deserve. Free lunch for quite a while. If you do what you say you're going to do and you document that, you should not have any problem. Could the seller come back and sue you? Yes, they could. They can always sue you. Could Lou come back and sue you if he loses money?
Yes.
He could. He's got a tough case because all agreements come down to intent, folks. And if I can pull out this thing and show that we had clear intent, he's going to have a hard time crying foul. What if I got this property and worst case scenario, all I could get out of it was $3,000 or $4,000, $5,000? Could some buyer come in and buy this thing and physically live out $3,000 or $4,000 in rent if they needed to? Yes. So, the more money you get, as I said, the more it's going to become a problem to liquidate the property. But I'm telling you, when you deal in gorgeous houses and gorgeous areas, buyers will do anything to buy them if they don't have to go to the bank to get the money. You ain't going to believe that till you get your nose to the grindstone.